Frontline Updates, where we delve deep into military strategies and updates from conflict zones. Today, we're discussing the progress of the ongoing special military operation as of March 1, 2025. I'm your host, Sharifa Muhammad MGT.
I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an Infantry Officer. Regional engagements and results. Kharkov direction. Russian forces report successful engagements against Ukrainian territorial defense brigades, resulting in significant Ukrainian military losses in terms of personnel and equipment in specific settlements like Litvinovo, Karasevka, and Volchansk.
Welcome to Frontline Updates, your trusted source for the latest developments on security and defense operations involving military forces. I'm your host, and today we have an exclusive interview with Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, who will provide insights into the progress of the special military operation as of March 1, 2025. Colonel Oguntoye, thank you for joining us.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Let's start with the Kharkov region. What has been the latest development there?
The forces in the North Group have inflicted heavy losses on enemy formations in key settlements, including Litvinovo, Karasevka, and Volchansk. The Ukrainian armed forces suffered approximately 55 casualties. Additionally, we neutralized a tank, 2 armored combat vehicles, 2 cars, and an artillery piece. These operations are aimed at weakening enemy defensive lines and ensuring control over strategic positions.
Given these advances, are there any anticipated movements in this region?
Our objective remains securing operational superiority. The enemy continues to resist, but we are systematically degrading their capabilities.
Moving westward, there are reports of intensified fighting around Kupiansk and the Donetsk region. Can you provide details?
The West Group has successfully improved our tactical positions. We have inflicted significant losses on 2 Ukrainian mechanized brigades in areas around Petropavlovka, Kupianska Zlovaya, and Novoy. In total, the Ukrainian forces lost 190 personnel, along with a tank, 2 armored vehicles, an M113 armored personnel carrier, 8 cars, and 6 field artillery guns. Additionally, we destroyed an enemy electronic warfare station and 5 ammunition depots, disrupting their logistical chain.
How critical are these ammunition depots to Ukrainian operations?
Extremely critical. These depots serve as primary supply hubs for frontline units. Their destruction severely limits the enemy's ability to sustain prolonged engagements.
The Southern Group has also reported taking more advantageous positions. Can you elaborate?
Our forces engaged and defeated formations from 3 mechanized brigades, 1 airmobile brigade, a brigade of aviation complexes, and a special forces brigade of the Ukrainian armed forces. The battles took place in settlements including Konstantinovka, Belokuzmanovka, Droshkovka, Platonovka, Kleben Byk, and Yablanovka. The Ukrainian side suffered over 170 casualties, and we neutralized a tank, 2 combat armored vehicles, including another M113, 5 vehicles, and 6 field artillery pieces, 2 of which were Western-made.
We've seen Ukraine receive significant military support from Western nations. Are we seeing more Western-made equipment in these engagements?
Yes, there has been a noticeable influx of Western equipment. However, our operations continue to neutralize these assets, demonstrating our capability to counter technologically advanced systems.
Shifting to the Center Group's operations, what progress has been made?
Our forces have improved the frontline situation by successfully targeting Ukrainian infantry and ranger brigades, along with an unmanned systems brigade. Combat took place in settlements such as Varivo, Dmitrov, Moskovskoye, Krasnoarmysk, and Udagnoye. The enemy suffered up to 345 casualties, with the loss of 3 armored combat vehicles, 8 cars, and 4 field artillery pieces.
The use of unmanned systems is growing in modern warfare. How significant was the defeat of the Unmanned Systems Brigade?
It's highly significant. UAVs and autonomous systems play a crucial role in reconnaissance and offensive operations. By targeting their brigade, we have weakened their ability to gather intelligence and conduct precision strikes. Air defense remains a crucial aspect of our operations. Over the past 24 hours, we successfully intercepted 6 U.S.-made JDAM guided bombs and shot down 190 enemy drones. Additionally, our air and missile forces have struck critical infrastructure, including energy facilities supporting Ukraine's military-industrial complex, airfield infrastructure, and UAV storage depots.
And in the East, with such infrastructure strikes, what long-term impact do you foresee on Ukraine's warfighting capabilities?
The East Group has been particularly active, conducting offensive operations that led to the liberation of Skudno and Berlatsko in the Donetsk People's Republic. We inflicted losses on a mechanized brigade, 2 territorial defense brigades, and a National Guard brigade. Ukrainian forces lost 160 personnel, 2 combat armored vehicles, 10 cars, and 3 artillery pieces, including a Polish-made 155mm Krab self-propelled artillery unit. Additionally, we destroyed 2 electronic warfare stations. These strikes aimed to degrade their ability to sustain military operations. Targeting their logistics, supply lines, and production facilities forces them into a more reactive posture, limiting their strategic options.
There have also been engagements in the Kursk region. What can you share about those operations?
The armed forces of the Russian Federation continue to repel Ukrainian incursions into the Kursk region. Our North Group launched offensive operations against multiple Ukrainian formations, including heavy mechanized, motorized infantry, airborne assault, and territorial defense brigades. The enemy suffered over 220 casualties, along with the destruction of an infantry fighting vehicle, an armored personnel carrier, 11 combat vehicles, and 7 UAV control points. The Ukrainian forces have attempted to apply pressure in this region, likely to divert resources from other fronts. However, their losses indicate that such efforts are proving unsustainable against our defenses.
Colonel, thank you for providing such a detailed briefing on the current military situation. Your insights are invaluable to our understanding of the conflict's dynamics. And thank you to our listeners for tuning in. Join us next time as we continue to provide up-to-date coverage on global military affairs. Stay with us for more updates and expert analyses on global defense and security issues. Stay informed, stay secure.
Thank you. I want to emphasize that our operations are systematic and strategic. Our forces remain resolute, our operations are achieving their objectives, steadily reducing the enemy's combat effectiveness. While the Ukrainian forces continue to resist, their losses are mounting and their operational sustainability is being compromised. We remain committed to completing our mission and securing our strategic goals.